I'm Sam, and I'm a foster carer for babies, and I've been a foster carer now for over 2 years. The original motivation for wanting to foster goes back many years to when me and my sister were young. On Surprise Surprise on Cilla Black's, there was a foster mum that had all her foster children come on and surprised her, and we said, oh, one day we want to do that, that looks really good, we want to be able to do that. My sister is a foster carer already and encouraged me to do it. It was the right time of both of our lives to start fostering. Me and my partner, we discussed it a lot about 3 years ago, and we decided it was for us and we was ready. And so we went to an open evening, which actually my sister spoke at, as a foster carer, and I met another lady there as well at the same time, and she's also a foster carer now, and we're good friends. You get to make a lot of friends doing this job. A lot of people with the same minds as you, wanting to help children, wanting to help the families the best that we can. We feel that we are trying our hardest to give their children the best that we possibly can. I particularly prefer to foster babies because I feel that I am more able to give them my time and attention. Being at home with them 24 hours a day it's a hard job. It's not anything that's that's super easy, because you get to have late nights, early mornings, broken sleep, things like that. But every single part of it is worth it. Everything is worth it. The babies are loving and kind and unconditional, and the whole point of us wanting to foster younger children was to give them the best start that we can to the bridge to their next part of their life. Having the children come to you for the first time is very memorable, because it's like the first time that you see them and you feel that, wow, here we go, the beautiful baby, and it's all exciting stuff. Having the babies and not knowing how it was going to be when you first took in a baby was different, because it's somebody else's baby. How are you going to feel? Are you going to feel that you're going to love the baby, you're going to be relaxed with the baby? But actually I find that I've been more relaxed with these babies than I could ever have imagined. They are absolutely the biggest part of our lives. Myself and my other half and our daughter, both our daughters, they absolutely love all the children that have come in. We've been very sad to see them go. The first baby that we had was very hard to let go, and knowing that they went to family and was the best part for us, but also the fact that we are still in contact with them. It's been very nice to have that contact with the children afterwards, and with the family members as well, because the families, have taken us into their life as well, which is nice. But that's my favourite bit. This is baby number 7 that we have here. So we've actually had 3 babies in total. We've had bigger children, but up to the age of sort of 6-ish, 7. We've had 2 sibling groups, where we had the first baby for just over the year, and then his sister joined us for a few weeks. And then we had a second sibling group where we had a baby and a sister and a brother, and they were not speaking any English, which was difficult, but to be able to, after a time that the children trusted us enough to speak to us, we used Google Translate, and I learned to speak as much Spanish as I could, and the children understood me. And before they left, they were calling me mum, and and saying I love you, and that is probably the best feeling, is because they can't even communicate with you, but they communicate in other ways, and I think that that's a very precious part of the job. It's not a job, is it? But it is. It's a very rewarding job at that. Very rewarding. Well, I intend to foster until I physically cannot. That's the truth. Les has already said, you know, he loves having the children in the house. We're very children orientated, pet orientated, you know, and we have children over for um, tea and things like that a lot. So, you know, get to have a lot of kids around and a lot of fun doing it. They enjoy our daughter's company as well as our own, and of course the pets. They, you know, with the dog and the cat and the kittens and the bird and everything. So I think that the only skills that you really need to be a baby carer is to be loving and kind and patient, because you know there is no set routine with a baby. You need to make the routine. You need to guide them into it so that you know that they feel safe and feel loved and feel, you know, content and happy inside and out. I think that's the most important part. You know, bathing and changing and feeding, that all would come natural, but for them to feel content and happy, I think you need to have those skills where you can love and nurture and give them what they really need. Everybody we've ever met in Brent has always been very kind and very helpful, very honest and open, you know, which is important, to have that honest open relationship so that you feel that you can trust someone and that they can trust you also. I think that I couldn't have done this without my other half and my daughters and my sister. My sister has been a absolute, you know, rock. She really is. I've got some very close friends that help me a lot and that are my support if I feel that, you know, I need to have a rant or something. You know, my sister is always at the end of the phone, or, you know, my friends are just there and, you know, message, phone, speak, whatever, you know, and just, you know, just feel that you've got that support network. There are other foster carers that have become friends with, and they've also been really good help to us. You're left to your own devices as such, but you've got somebody there 24 hours a day. If you need to speak to somebody, you absolutely can. And I didn't know that you would have that kind of support where you can speak to somebody at any time. Also, I think that the expectation of being a foster carer, you know, I didn't know things like the contact would be so involved, and that you would be meeting parents, and that you would have contact with family members other than parents. And now that I know how things work and everything, and it's all settled and everything, much easier, much more, much better than what I expected. So I am pleased how things work. And there has been moments with every child that has been special. With the first child, you know, he was so close to his first steps just as he left, and it was a really hot summer last year, and him and his sister spent a lot of the time in the paddling pool, and you know, just remembering that in the garden with the ice creams and the fun and the sun and everything, it was a very, very precious time. So I think that going back to see children, or having the children come here afterwards, and you know, just walking in like it's home. So I think that to me is a memorable thing. You know, you see the children walking in and they're happy, and they're happy to come in and see you, and big hugs and big kisses. And each child has their own song particularly that they like, and they, you know, think that that's our song. That's very special when they sing that song to you. That is very nice. That does make it very nice.